Hey everybody. Okay, so I want to hurry and get into this. I don't want to talk much here in the beginning because I want to get this intro to One Sweet World done so we can get through the whole song because I have a 15-minute time limit on these videos. So the intro is very intricate. The rest of the song is still a lot of picking. It's a pretty tough song to play. But I really want to touch on this intro because it'll be one that you can really impress your friends with. So he plays this. They haven't done it this way in a while. They used to use this intro all the time back in the 90s and early 2000s. And I think you can hear it on the Live in Las Vegas Dave and Tim version from 2009. So what we're going to start off with, we're going to put our middle finger and our ring finger here on the A and the D strings, all right? And then we're going to be on the 5th fret on both of those, all right? I'm going to put my pinky right here, still keeping those two fingers there. Put your pinky right here on the A string, 6th fret, because you're going to take that off in a minute and you want those two fingers to already be there. Put our forefinger here on the B string on the 4th fret, okay? We're going to hit that A string. We're going to come down here and hit the B string. Take your pinky off, and then we're going to go to hit the D and the A string. D, then A. Okay, sounds kind of weird there, but once we play it all through, it'll sound good. And then we'll bring our pinky down here to that B string. Play that. After you hit that, you're gonna have your forefinger is gonna move over here to that 3rd fret G string, and then you'll hit these two again, that D and the A string again. Okay. Then we're gonna move over here, put our forefinger on the 3rd fret A string, pinky on the 4th fret B string. And then we're going to hammer on and pull off of the 1st fret on that G string. Sorry. Yeah, so we'll be here on the A. And then we'll come over here. Instead of using this power chord here like this, I pull, it's a stretch, but you're going to need to put your forefinger on the 1st fret A string, middle finger on 3rd fret D string, ring finger, 3rd fret G string. And you'll just pick straight down, and then take that ring finger off and hit that G string. And then we'll come up here to the 4th fret. On the E string, put our middle finger here on the 3rd fret D string, and then you're going to stretch that forefinger all the way over to the 1st fret A string. So it's going to, you're just strumming down E, A, D, and you go E, A, D, A, then take off and hit the A string, okay? So we'll go. Sorry. And then you'll hit the 3rd fret on the D string again. After that open A, you'll hit that, and then nothing on, you'll hit the A string, and then the D string. Then you just make a standard C shape right here, okay? So we've got A string, D string, B string. And you will strum the A, the D, the B, and then that open G, okay? Then we're gonna switch our finger right here to the 2nd fret A string, and we'll be on the 2nd fret A string, and then we'll be on the 2nd fret G string. All right, and then you'll hit an open B string. So that right there with that C shape, from that C shape. bring our forefinger up here first on the E string, 1st fret, and then we'll be on the 3rd fret A string. And I want you can just use that normal F chord right there. And just go down E, A, D, and then take off on that D string. And then we'll come up here. We'll be on the 4th fret on the E string, and then we'll be 3rd fret A string, 3rd fret D string. And we'll be down there on the 1st fret on the D string right there. And then we'll go 1st fret A string, 3rd fret A string, and then come back down here and slide to the 3rd, and then you start that whole thing over. So I'm going to try and do that without making a mistake. It's been a while since I've played this, so I might kind of goof it up a little bit, but this is what that whole thing is going to sound like. I'll try and play it a little slower if I can, without any mistakes. We'll see. Okay, one more time. Okay, so I took up 7 minutes of our time on that, but I really wanted to get that in, and hopefully that can help you guys a little. So let's get straight into the song so I can hurry and get this whole thing finished. So okay, so for all 3 of those chords, we're gonna have our forefinger on the E string, and then our middle finger will be on the D string, and our ring finger is gonna be on the A string. I'm sorry, I messed that up. It's gonna be forefinger on the E string, and then we'll have our ring finger on the D string, and then we'll have our middle finger on the G string. So we're on the 9th fret, or I'm sorry, the 8th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret. Move that same shape down to the 6th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. And then we'll go all the way down here. Go down here to the 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret. And then we'll just hit that that top string, the E string, on the 4th fret. Okay, and we'll go hit that, and then we'll come. Sorry, I got to play the whole thing, or I can't explain it right. So we'll hit the that 4th fret there, and then we'll hit an open D. So then we'll hit the 3rd fret A string. All right, and then we're going to slide up from the 3rd on the D string. We'll be on the D string. We'll slide up from the 3rd to the 5th, and then we'll slide up from the 5th to the 7th, and then we'll go back to that same chord shape here on the 6th, the 5th, and the 8th. Or I'm sorry, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. Okay, so that whole intro. And then he'll strum into the verse from there. Okay, So so that verse is gonna go just right here on the A string, 6th fret, 7th fret G string, and then we're on the 8th fret on the D string. You're just you're just picking A, D, G. Then we're gonna put our pinky down right here. We're gonna put our pinky down on the G string. We'll have our ring finger still is gonna stay there on the D string. And you're just sliding both those fingers up to the 10th fret. So I'm sorry, I missed something there. You're gonna go there, and then before you slide, sorry, you're gonna come back to the 6th fret E string. Okay. And then there's that little mute there at the end, okay? So that's just going to be the verse right there. And moving on, like I said, I have a time limit on these videos, so I'm going to try and hurry and get through here. The chorus is going to be pretty much the same as that as the intro was. So let us sleep outside tonight. Tonight, lay down in our mother's arms. Okay, so it's gonna be that same shape on the E, the G, and the D right there. So let us sleep outside tonight. Let us sleep outside tonight. Lay down in our mother's arms. Coming back to that same shape, 4th, 5th, 6th. For here we can rest safely. And it goes back into that, okay? And then now we'll go into the take all that we can get. Okay, so we're gonna go a lot of those traditional Dave chords that I like to call them. We're going to be on the 8th fret, and on all these we're going to be on the E string and the G string, okay? So we'll go there, and then we're going to come down on those same strings to the 6th and the 7th, and then come back to the 8th on both of those. So take all that we can. We're on so we're going from the 10th on both of those to the 11th and the 12th. And then we're going to come, then we'll come all the way back down to the 4th fret here and the 5th fret here. And then we'll slide up, and he goes, when it's done, you slide up from the 8th to the 10th, back to the 8th. When it's done, and then we'll come, so when he says when it's done, we'll come back here to the 6th and the 7th. I'm sorry, it's not the 6th and the 7th, it's the 4th and the 5th. Sorry, I got a big hurry on this one, and hopefully I'm still doing it justice, but go from the 8th back, those two right there. And then it goes, and then he has this little slide up to the from the 3rd to the 6th. You're going to be on the B string and the A string. And then nobody left to bury here. Nobody left to dig the holes. And here we will rest safely.